What's so special about the days that we're in right now, from Rosh Shannah all the way to Yom Kippur? Well, you can feel it in the air. There's sort of like a spirit of change, besides the fact that there's cinnamon and pumpkin lattes everywhere. I always think, again, and spices kind of come along with this time of year because there's a spiciness, there's like a percolating in the air. And we know from our sages that from Rosh Hashanah all the way to Yom Kippur is an actual time of wet cement. Well, what does that mean? That means, like, when cement is being laid down and make a mold and, look at it later and it's stuck. Well, this is the time of year where if we make certain habits happen, they have the potential to stick with us for the rest of the year. That means if you hit snooze on your alarm every day this week, chances are you're going to probably fight sleeping in for the rest of the year. However, if you decide every single morning this week I am going to walk for 25 minutes at a really good pace, chances are you'll have an easier time keeping up that type of regimen for yourself for the rest of the year. That's just a little inspiration for hopefully a great year ahead. If there's anyone in your life that you want to apologize to, this would be a great time to do it, even if it was for years ago, something that you did or said. If there's someone in your life that you would like to talk to and start anew with, this would be a good time, even if it means you reaching out and saying, you really hurt me. If you want to apologize to God for anything that you feel that it wasn't the best choice for you last year to do, now would be a good time to apologize. So it's, the first 5 commandments in the 10 commandments, even though for Jewish people we actually have 613, but there are 10 commandments that most of the 3 religions in the world agree on, and the first 5 have to do with man, woman's relationship with God, and the second 5 have to do with people's relationship with other humans. And this 10-day stretch is the time where you ask for forgiveness for anything you did on this side of the tablets or this side of the tablets. Totally clean slate. You can do it. And here's another thing about asking for forgiveness. It is stated in the Talmud that if you ask someone for forgiveness who you wronged, they don't grant it back to you. Now, some sins or bad choices are unforgivable. Those 3 things you can't be forgiven for, but anything else that's on the table, pretty easy to be forgiven for, or at least try. It doesn't mean you have to have an ongoing relationship with the person that you wronged, but if you want to ask for forgiveness and you know that they're not forgiving you in their heart, well, then it's as if the choice that you made is on them and that they actually take responsibility for it. So don't get hung up on someone else not forgiving you, and don't take it personally. It's really for you to just clear your side of the street. You shouldn't get hung up like, oh, I asked this person for forgiveness and they didn't give it back to me. It's not about them. Don't worship them. And as the late Rebbetzin Young Rice, Aliyah Shalom, used to say,
don't let people take up space in your head. They're not paying enough rent.
If you have someone on your mind for a really long time and they're really bothering you, just let it go. Let it be in the past, and take a deep breath in and breathe into the new year, and let that go. Conversely, if someone asks you for forgiveness and you don't forgive them, again, you do not have to have a relationship with them, especially if it's an abusive one. Our rabbis tell us that is not good for us to do in any way, shape, or form, keep putting ourselves in harm's way. But if someone earnestly, sincerely asks you for forgiveness, you don't even have to tell them. It would be better if you did, in a kosher, healthy way. But if you actually do forgive them in your heart, then, you're helping them get to their next level of growth. So I want to wish everyone a healthy and happy and inspiring and fulfilling year ahead. Thank you so much for your support, and please subscribe, like, share, comment here. Thanks. Bye.